Just because you work in customer service does not mean you have to like the customers, especially when those customers ride the line between extremely frustrating and abusive, but never teeter quite over to the point where you're able to do something and kick them out of the store. You know what I'm talking about. In those cases, it can feel like there's nothing you can really do to make these people respect you. I'm here to tell you there is something you can do. You can irritate them. This is a true favorite of mine because you get to put on a little show, and I love that. Scenario, customer comes up to the registers, they have a return to make. They don't have the receipt. By golly, they've lost it. Pretty much everywhere, you get store credit in that situation, but this customer is very angry and they start spouting off. They're going off. They're like, you're being ridiculous. I don't understand. Every time I go to the other store, they're more than happy to just give it back to me in cash. Ooh, those are the magic words. They've said them. Now is your chance to perform. I'm sorry, what location did you say this happened at? Usually at this point, they're like, well, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. That's when you get to go, ma'am, you just did. What you're describing is a very serious policy violation. Somehow, the person who's been doing this for you has been able to bypass our entire register system. So, I really am going to need you to give a physical description of the person who's been doing this for you so we can bring them to justice. Without fail, every time I've done this, the person goes, I'm not trying to make a big deal about it, I'm not trying to make a big deal. Bitch, yes, you were. You were about to make a huge stink about it, actually, and now that I'm making a bigger stink, you don't like that. Well, that's just too bad, because now I got a form to fill out. I got to report this to corporate right away. No, I don't. I'm going to be scribbling on a piece of paper, acting like I'm writing something I'm not. Okay, this next one is one of my favorites. You have to do it right. If done correctly, the customer should leave thinking that you're a little bit stupid, and that's what you want. Because if they think you're doing it on purpose, they're going to be like extra offended. If they say something just so stupid, laugh out loud. Laugh out loud like they're making a joke. Example, someone walks up and they're like, I was here 3 weeks ago and this was on sale, but it's not on sale anymore. I need the sale price from 3 weeks ago. You hit them with the, oh my God, imagine if we could do things like that. You would not believe how many people actually ask me that question seriously. Anyways, what kind of bag would you like today? It stuns them. Anyone with a modicum of like self-reflection capabilities will take a look at themselves for a moment. If they don't have any self-reflection capabilities, you'll know immediately after you say that. And then you can just look real concerned and be like, oh no, ma'am, I'm so sorry. That's not something we do here. It's just like delightful. It's so fun to do. Okay, this next one. This one's my favorite. I use this so much. Listen, I'm sharing my secret weapon with you guys. You use this one on the feral children, the ones who are absolutely off the wall. Their parents don't give a shit. They're destroying things in your store. This works especially well with children aged like 6 to 11 because they have a basic understanding of the world, but they don't get it, really. You march up to that child with a serious face on and you say, son, I have something to tell you. A very long time ago, I was behaving just like you are behaving right now in this store. And you know what they did? They locked me in, and I've never left since then. I have not left this spot. So listen, you have to be really careful or else you're gonna end up like me. It terrifies them, but it stops them from destroying everything in your store. A lot of times they're like, Mom. But I've never had a parent yell at me for saying that to their kid. They think it's funny as hell. They're also usually not great parents, which is why. The way I see it is if I have to spend like 45 minutes of my time walking around the store and cleaning up the absolute destruction that was left in the wake of your family as it perused the store, then I am more than justified to give your child a little bit, a dollop of existential crisis. And who knows, maybe it contributes to their overall worldview. They think that the people that work in stores are trapped there. They start to feel bad. They stop destroying things. Maybe. Anything.